Hey everybody, Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. Some more cool new inventory to check out tonight. 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88. These cars are kind of neat. You don't see a ton of them. They were a pretty good looking car for their day, and something a little bit different. I didn't have any of these cars here. I didn't have any full-size 68 Oldsmobiles at all. Always looking to fill those gaps in the yard because you never know what somebody may need parts for. So when I had the opportunity to grab this 68 Delmont, I was glad to get it and get it hauled in here. No motor in this car, but other than that, pretty much intact. Most of the trim and everything is here. Sheet metal looks pretty good, and that's what's important. That's what's the stuff that's really tough to find. We can see up front here, the headlight bezels are gone. Looks like somebody had to grab some of the lights out of it, but the grills are there, the park lights are there, the trim's there, the moldings are there, the front bumper looks pretty decent. So that's the important stuff that is really, really tough to find. It's all 1 year only stuff, not a lot of options when it comes to that. We'll come over around the side, and one thing we do notice, this is a 4-door hardtop, which is a really good looking body style. Even though they are 4 doors, when you roll all the windows down and you got a nice clean open roof line without that center pillar post, they're a really sharp looking car. Obviously we see the Delmont 88 up here on the front fenders. And one thing we don't see a lot of in this car is rust. We've got a little bit in the rear quarters, things like that, but that's all pretty common for a car of this era. A lot of the moldings look good. This thing had a lot of trim on it. This belt line trim that went all the way back here to the back door. Moldings around the top. Looks like it may have had a vinyl top at one point, or possibly just a painted top where it was two-toned, but it was broke up with those moldings versus the chrome drip rails. So really, this would have been a pretty sharp car. Original hubcaps even still. I think the rest of them are in the car, what's not on it actually. We come back here, and there's a super unique piece about the 1968 Oldsmobile. And in '68, GM did this across the divisions, but the Oldsmobile one was one of the best looking ones. I thought was super cool. Side marker lights were becoming standard. You had to have them. So in '68, GM did some really neat stuff with them. Oldsmobile literally had a rocket for a rear side marker on the rear quarter on all 1968 Oldsmobiles. Pontiac had one that looked like the Pontiac Arrowhead. Buick had a round one with the tri-shield in it. They were all brand specific for most of those cars back then. But I love the '68 Oldsmobile literally with the rocket. And the little, it lit up. It was the side marker for the rear on the '68 Oldsmobile. A really cool looking piece. We come on around the back of this thing. All still here. Trunklet's got a little bit of rust in it. Back bumper looks solid. It's got a little surface rust, but it doesn't look like it's rusted out. But a lot of this back here is the same as a Delta 88. However, the taillights are different. The bumper and stuff's the same as a Delta, but the taillights were slightly different on a Delta. They had more of a grilled look to them. But very similar to a Delta 88 on this Delmont 88. We come over here to the driver's side of the car, and pretty much a carbon copy of the other side. Original hubcap still here, some more hubcaps inside of it. We take a peek inside of this car, and aged and weathered, but there again, it's intact. The pieces are there. The nuts, the bolts, the little knick-knack stuff, the switches, all the stuff that you need for these cars is still here. That's what's great about getting something that is intact like this. Once again, the Delmont 88 over here. This really would have been a very pretty car in its day. Kind of this metallic blue 4-door hardtop. It'd have been a slick old Oldsmobile back in its day when this thing was new. So anyway, there we have it. The 1968 Delmont just hit the ground. New inventory. Lots of good pieces there. Like I said, other than the motor and transmission, pretty much complete. And a lot of hard to find 1 year only pieces on this '68 Olds. So if you got any questions about the Delmont or any of the other close to 2,000 cars and trucks we've got here on the ground at Nobody Else's Auto, give me a call, 620-786-4428. That number's in the description part of this video, so you can get it there. Give me a shout so we can have a short conversation about your project or what you're looking for a project, year, make, model, body style, the parts you need, things like that. I need all that information to know if I might be able to have I might have something here that might be able to help you out. So stay tuned. I've been buying a ton of cars. I got a lot of new inventory coming in, lots of cool stuff to share with you, and a lot more cool things coming up. So hope you like the Delmont. Stay tuned. A lot more cool stuff coming. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you soon on the next video.